thermal muffler. That's all to do with the straight pipe. So we're gonna stick this son of a bitch in fucking probably in, I don't know what that is there, probably B1. We got this big fucking thing behind it. We're gonna just step it out of the way. Hey guys, how's you going today? Well, walked old Antoine down the aisle there yesterday and gave him away. He's all grown up now. That was our, what are you doing over here, Pablo? Fucking gonna get ran over. That was our entertainment for the day yesterday. He's a fucking hurting unit yet today. Whew, brought my suit back there because one of the girlfriends there of one of the other buddies is gonna bring all our rentals back to the city, save a trip. There were some pretty hurting units around that place. Holy whatever. Anyway, we're back at home here now, just picking ditch bales, the few that we got made here before it decided to start dribbling on us a bit. We're in the semi because I bought, just about see it, bale trailer for behind the semi here. Was it's kind of a, I don't want to say a wreck, but it ain't a highway usable trailer is what we'll say, but with a bit of fixing it can be again. But for now it's just going to get used on the gravel here anyways, so not a big deal. It's not terrible shape, but it's sat for better part of 10 years, so needs one tire's fucked on it. Old Rock and Rob says he has a tire, so we'll see if that gets put on here one of these days or not by him and go from there. But anyways, we're gonna get these picked, and then a chunk of the alfalfa is baled too, so we'll see how far we make it here and how many we get picked up. So I suppose wait for Dad to get caught up again here at the tractor to throw those 2 bales on that we just drove by, and we'll continue on down the road. While we wait for Dad to get caught up here, it's even got bale rack on the side of it here already made. We were looking at some other just trailers, and we're gonna have to make all our own stuff, but this already had it made on it. Could use some lumber on the deck. We've got a few snaggly holes in it, but see that tire, not gonna make it much further, so it'll work for getting these few bales off the road so the local crackhead doesn't come cut all the twines off and get shot. But yeah, I don't know, it's a fucking heavy trailer. It's on air, but the valve for the airbags is not even hooked up, so I would assume that means the valve is no good anymore. The bags don't look too bad, but said for the 5 miles it's gonna get put on it here, it's a what, 2-mile round trip, I guess, 3-mile round trip to the field and back to the yard. It's not a big deal, so yeah, I don't know, for 2,500 bucks, not a bad trailer, I didn't think. Anyway, wait for Dad to bring those 2 here and bring you back in a few. Hey everybody, just thought I'd show you my
rainy day welding project here. Nick picked up this 45-foot trailer that already had some bale racks on it. Big sucker rods with tubing on it, underneath it. And we hauled a few loads of bales yesterday. And we got 3 rows of 9 on here with a little gap between them at the very back here. I don't know, probably 18 inches or so. And it worked out pretty good, 27 bales, but I thought, talking with Nick, you know, we could put a little extension on the back and put 3 rows of 10 on it pretty easy. So yeah, it rained this morning and at dinner time and blah de blah, and obviously no Hayin with that. So I got looking at it, went into my iron pile out in the pasture. You can almost see through the air seeder. See where that old air seeder tank is and all them tires stacked up? There's a whole bunch of iron over there too. Anyway, back to this. Had some square tubing, 2x2 with quarter wall, and some 2x4 quarter wall. I put them on here, welded them on, overlapped a little ways, and had this great big I-beam. It's not really that heavy, but that'd make a pretty nice backing plate. Cut her at a little angle to match up the width of the bottom to the top here, and I had some of this 7/8 or I think it's 7/8 sucker rod out in a pile there too. So cut a piece for each side and put a little hangulation on it so maybe the bales might not catch too bad. I guess I better jump in here with a floppy disc and clean these edges up a little bit so they're not too grabby. But yeah, I think it turned out all right. Braced her up to the bottom down there. If we ever get to do some haying again, I'll see if it works with the bales. This side over here, well, this side of the trailer was a little rougher shape. I had to make a bracket for this one right here, or not a bracket, a support. Was missing, and a few other ones were gone. And anyway, got that put together and done the same thing on this side, a little angle. Yeah, guess we'll see. The old girl's a real old rust bucket, but to haul a few bales should work. Give the Ford a little bit of something to do besides just haul my cat around. Yeah, there you go, rainy day project.
Well, what's today? July. What's wrong with my watch here? But the hell's today? July something. 9th maybe? I don't know what its problem is, but anyway, we are spraying some fungicide on the barley. Just about, where are we at? 90 acres, so where we got out here, about 140 I think we'll spray. So we're getting there. Be too much longer and we'll have her wrapped, go back to the yard, fill up, and then we're gonna take the outfit over to Grandpa's and spray that quarter of barley tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's supposed to be hotter than the 3rd hub of hell. So I'm hoping after dinner and get on the baler and get some of our ditch grass wrapped up there. If Dad and I go out with both soft cores, it should put a fucking dent in it anyways. So yeah, that's kind of the plan as it stands anyways, to get this done tomorrow morning, go out and spray that other quarter, and hopefully get some baling done. Between the two of them, one should work. So get something wrapped up anyway. Barley's looking fantastic anyway. Had a lot of rain and it hasn't been very hot, so that should make for heavy barley here when it starts filling. If it doesn't get too much of a fucking heat blast, a hot day here and there is all right, but not 2 weeks straight of it with no rain. So I don't know what's on fire over there. I don't know if you guys can see all that smoke, but there's a farm over that way burning his old tires, or his 5088 maybe, Lord knows. But anyway, Amanda's trying to phone, so I'll bring you guys back in a few. Well, I've been bailing most of the afternoon. Starting to make my way back north now. Dad started bailing at the other end somewhere, so I didn't have to go all the way back. He was out cutting, and Amanda had someone out looking at her full blood position, going to have for sale in the fall there. Come out and look at them and tell her which ones he thinks are the best ones to sell, or the ones he likes the most. But I had to run back to the yard here once because the bolt for the adapter on the PTO let go and the PTO fucking fell off. Then the wind grabbed my plexiglass I had behind me and broke it, so I have no shield behind me right now, which is kind of sketchy every now and again, but whatever, we're getting there. At 30, I think this will be number 31 or 32. So it's doing pretty good. It's not the best it's ever been this ditch, but that's kind of the same with all the hay everywhere that is this year. So I cut a little bit of the bottom back and forth at this end and made 2 extra bales. A lot of it you could make a second pass on, but how long does a guy spend here, 20 miles from home in a ditch bottom? So I've got quite a few miles south here yet, and then east and west to do, but try and get one road back and forth done, and then we'll come back tomorrow and do the other one. So, something like that anyway. We got 50/20, and this is that new Agco 4865 software that I've got there late this winter. Got an auto tie feature and it was working good, but it's fucked up here now. I don't know, I think I gotta put some lube on my mechanism. It's pulling too hard and not resetting the knife properly to cut. So I've just been running it manually just like the other balers. So anyway, keep on giving her, and we'll talk to you again here in a few once we get this sale time. Alright, it's the next day. That fucking get off my glasses, you stupid fly. That main drive chain broke there yesterday, so I came home with a bale in the chamber. I'll get that tied here now, and then we got a couple other things we gotta fix, so they're not gonna catch. Rotten bitch. You gotta drop your twine with hay going in, or else it won't, the bale won't grab your twines. I hit the auto tie there. I was going to show you guys how it worked, but I need a handful of something to drag that in. Now I'll have to do it manually because I had to shut it off, obviously, to... There. Oh well. There we go. Two buggered up floor belts will go get fixed, and I got one buggered up pickup tooth, so a few minutes of fixing, but nothing too crazy. I suppose I'll bring you back in a minute. We're all over the fucking place with this video. We're gonna fungicide some durum and move into canola here. Got rain showers and bullshit on and off every other day. Bale for an afternoon here, spray for a morning there. All over the map. July 12th today. Car show at the lake that I went to last year is on today. I wouldn't have mind going again, but there's a time for work and there's a time to play, so get this done today at least anyway. Getting sick of spraying, to be honest, because fuck, it's been drug out for so long because you only get a part day here and a part day there, so just about loaded and we will head out. Bring you back in a few. One thing I didn't know about durum is it sure is wimpy compared to regular wheat. It cannot handle alkali, and it cannot handle spots that have much for trash on top of the dirt that it has to try to push through. If I knew it was that wimpy with the straw part, I'd probably harrowed this one more time to drag that out a little bit better, but whatever. Majority of it looks real good, so there's a few spots, I don't know, all over it's kind of, this could have used a little bit more rain, and a few spots like these hills that are a bit short and a bit thin, but it's still going to do good, I think. You get down here in the hollow where there's a little bit more moisture for it, and it's way more crop. But like I said, it's still gonna be pretty okay, I think. Anyway, keep on spraying, and I'll bring you back in a few.